In the newest Evony update, we get a couple new generals, a new spirit beast, civilization equipment, and much more. Let's check these out. A lot of these mails are about the new items in the game that can be purchased. If you are making a purchase, you should really consider using the Amazon App Store as your purchasing platform. You'll save up to 20% on your spending, and in the video description, you'll find a link to the tutorial video on how to get this done, as well as the brand new Amazon campaign page with information on how much you can save in Evony. The first mail, Godzilla Collaboration Event Preview, gives us some background of Evony's newest collaboration. So long, King Kong. Make way for the Lizard God. Items of note in this mail are that you can obtain Godzilla badges from purchases, lucky chests, and bosses that you can redeem to eventually unlock the Burning Godzilla Spirit Beast. If King Kong was any indication, Godzilla will most likely be an uber version of a Spirit Beast when fully maximized. If you've already unlocked the Spirit Beast, you can continue to redeem extra badges to obtain other items. At Cake Level 10, you'll get the Godzilla Castle, which is a permanent decoration similar to the King Kong one. There's also a Fame emblem that will be unlocked if you are able to fulfill one of the 3 requirements: obtain the Spirit Beast, Avatar Frames, or Marching Effect. I'm pretty excited about this next edition. It's been a long time since we've had a new world boss. Evony has now added the world boss Biolante. The rules and functions of this world boss are the same as all the previous ones, and it's a pretty funky looking new boss at that. The description of the boss tells us that the reduction ability is centered around siege troops. In the next mail, Evony notes that they have added a notice board feature into the game. It's pretty hard to miss this, and it's a great addition. Some of the elements of this board were shoved in hard to find places, so I'm happy that they've consolidated them into a single spot that makes sense. Here you'll find game tips, notifications, and other important announcements. This mail also tells us of Battlefield of Constantinople changes. The ranking system has been altered to separate the scores you receive as an individual and as an alliance. These seem to be more organizational changes rather than gameplay changes, but the way it is worded suggests there may be some alterations not included in this mail. The upgrade item for Spirit Beasts, with the exception of the 9-tailed fox, are changing to Crimson Crystals. They'll be sending a future announcement on how to obtain these crystals. Fame emblems are making their way into the game. They've moved some things around in the emblem list to accommodate this change. There are new items in the Alliance shop, such as ruby necklaces, junior blazon chests, art treasure scroll chests, blood of Ares, and excellent dragon coins. This seems like a great change, but is it just me that thinks these items are seriously overpriced? 563,000 points for a single blazon chest? Are you kidding me? Older servers are getting some love by removing lower quality subordinate cities. This has been a suggestion for years now, and it's great that it will finally be implemented. The map is littered with garbage subordinate cities that no one wants. Time for some much needed cleaning. Lastly, they've let us know of a few display fixes, such as the one where the power loss of reinforcement troops and reports might be wrong, and that Kong didn't visually march with an army. The Godzilla Comes Ashore preview mail is just information on the collaboration events and packages. Some things of note: Charles XII can be obtained in the 5th ladder package. The usual scroll chests and officer equipment are noted here as well. At Cake 10, you'll get the newest general, Gilgamesh, the Godzilla Castle, and more. Since most of the rest of the mail is the usual that we are familiar with, let's move on to the new general, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's special skill, King of Uruk, reduces enemy ground troops attack by 25% and enemy ranged and siege defense by 40%. It's nice to see some ground attack reduction in a general skill. At 1 star of Ascension, he further reduces siege and ranged troop defense and HP. If you go further, there's quite a significant amount of debuffs to multiple troop types as well. Gilgamesh will be a fairly valuable subordinate city general to have at both low and high Ascension. Like many subordinate city generals, his specialty isn't wholly focused on debuffs, but he does get a lot more than most. The second specialty can reduce all enemy troop type defense by 10%, and the fourth provides a massive mixture of debuffs as well. The final mail of this batch tells us of a new round of civilization. The Aztec Set. The first two pieces available are the round shield and the obsidian sword. The shield buffs ground attack, ground HP, and march size, while also debuffing ranged and siege HP. The sword has a huge buff to ground attack, especially when used offensively, while also debuffing ranged and siege defense and attack. That is a seriously scary item. That's all for this round of updates. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.